Everyone knows Anthony Joshua as a global boxing legend, a two-time world heavyweight champion, and Olympic gold medalist. But years before the fame, the belts, and the millions, there was a small town in Ogun State that shaped the man he is today. So why does Anthony Joshua, AJ, keep returning to his Nigerian roots over and over again? Anthony Oluwafemi Olasheni Joshua was born in Watford, England, to a Nigerian mother and a British father of Nigerian and Irish descent. But his connection to Nigeria isn't just ancestral, it's personal. Joshua's family hails from Shagamu in Ogun State, where his great-grandfather was a respected landowner and community figure. This legacy still resonates in the town and with his extended family. Before he became a household name, Joshua even spent part of his childhood in Nigeria. As a boarding student at Mayflower School in Ikenne, he lived the life of a young boy deeply immersed in Nigeria culture, from the people to the food and social values that would later shape his identity. Unlike many diasporal stars who visit their ancestral countries only for vacations, Joshua's trip to Ogun have been meaningful and frequent. Since 2019 alone, he has made several official visits to Nigeria, not just holidays, but purposeful journeys to connect with family, community leaders, and even government officials. In December 2024, Governor Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State appointed AJ as a sports ambassador for the state, a role that reflects both his global influence and his personal commitment to his roots. Plans were discussed to develop sporting infrastructure, including a proposal for a boxing facility in Abeokuta, his state's capital, named in his honor. And his impact on Shagamu itself is visible. A major road in the town, previously known as Cinema Road, was renamed Anthony Joshua Way in recognition of his legacy and contributions. Local leaders even said Joshua himself supported the celebration of the renaming, showing he is not just visiting, he is investing emotionally in his homeland. Anthony Joshua's love for Nigeria isn't limited to symbolic gestures. He proudly displays his heritage, walking out with Nigerian music, draping both the Nigerian and British flags after major fights, and even celebrating Nigerian food staples like pounded yam and egusi soup as part of his personal narrative. This isn't merely nostalgia, it's identity. For AJ, Nigeria represents where his spirit was nurtured, where his family legacy was rooted, and where he finds a sense of belonging that global fame cannot replace. But even deep connections have risk. On December 29, 2025, while visiting Ogun, just days after a major boxing victory, AJ was involved in a serious car crash on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, a highway known for dangerous conditions. 2 people in the vehicle lost their lives, and Joshua sustained minor injuries. Unfortunately, these 2 people that lost their lives are so dear to Anthony Joshua as he's always seen with them. One is even said to be his personal trainer. This tragic moment, instead of distancing him from his roots, highlighted exactly why he keeps going back. His commitment to Nigeria isn't shallow or fleeting. It's woven into his life story. And even after near-death experiences, that bond still calls him home. Anthony Joshua's frequent returns to his Ogun homeland are about more than vacations or photo ops. They are a journey of identity, heritage, legacy, and community. A journey worth exploring, even when it's not easy. And as the story continues to unfold, his connection to Nigeria remains one of the most fascinating chapters in the life of a global sporting icon. The unfortunate crash that occurred on the 29th day of December 2025, which claimed the lives of two of his close pals, was caused by an overloaded truck who happened to fall on the SUV conveying Anthony Joshua and his friends when this sad incident occurred. And AJ was only saved because of the seat he was occupying, because that was the only place of the SUV that was not compressed. It seems God has spared him for a greater purpose. It is not yet his time to go. So God has spared him to do even greater things. For those who lost their lives, may their souls rest in peace, and may the Lord God Almighty grant their family that heart to bear this deep loss. And for Anthony Joshua, who sustained some degrees of injuries, may God help him recover quickly, and may there be no life-threatening internal injuries yet unknown. Thanks for watching this video. Shalom.